remember one time, it would have been year 12, I would have been 17, maybe 18, I think I was 17. There were these two parties coming up, both in Bar, in the fucking middle of nowhere. And the first party, it's going alright, everyone's having a good time, music's bumping, that heavy fucking drum and bass is just fucking going. Everyone's just fucked up. Fucking, you got the cunts who are pinging, the cunts who are fucking cooked out of their mind, and then the cunts who are just fucking drunk as shit. But basically, this party was pretty dead. There were only a few people who showed up because it was such late notice. Like, the party was announced like a few days before the date, so like no one had time to plan how the fuck they were gonna get to this cabin in the middle of the woods. So yeah, not that many people showed up, but yeah, it was probably like 20 people. And one of my mates was there. Not many of my friends, close friends are there, but one of my mates are there. And it's pretty late into the night, a lot of people are gone, but we're chilling out on the balcony where like most people are. All the people who are just fucked up or just are not dancing anymore, are just too tired to dance because they've been going too hard. We're chilling out there, and we were talking to some other people, and it was these three girls, I'm pretty sure, I don't really remember. But yeah, we're all chatting, I think they all got up to dance, so they all went inside. Me and my mate are chilling. But yeah, not even like a few minutes goes past after they leave, and I look at the floor, and I'm like, bro, tell me that isn't a fucking joint on the floor. And I point it out to him, and here lies this fucking flattened, pathetic, sad fucking piece of shit joint that's just been stood on. It's just flat as shit. But at this point, me and bro, we're fiends. Like, game is game for this sort of stuff. So he picks it up, confirms that it is a fucking joint, and just pockets that shit. And we're just talking about like, what the fuck? Like a joint just on the floor. This is very weird for this type of shit to happen. But yeah, night goes on. People are starting to leave. Everyone's sort of sobered up. No one's fucking off their face dancing anymore. Or most people aren't. And like a lot of us are just chilling out on this back table, just chatting and drinking. And there's like these three guys that are here, and they're kind of just like the fucking crazy party animals. Like, they're always fucked up on something at every party, always just going the hardest and just going crazy. Like, they brought fucking coke to this party, which is weird for these type of parties. Like, no one really brings coke to a party, at least the ones I've been to. But yeah, they bring coke to this party. And I hear the one guy, we'll call him Bill. Bill goes to his other mate, another one of the party animals, who we'll call Harold. He's like, bro, forgot what they were talking about, but he's like, yeah, we still have this joint to smoke later. He puts his hands in his pocket. And me and my mate are just fucking sitting at the table, and we see his eyes just like that fucking, they shrink as he realizes, like, fuck. And he starts checking all his pockets, and he goes to his mate, he's like, bro, I've lost a fucking joint. And he's like, shit. And I just fucking look over at my mate, and we just go dead silent, try not to laugh. He's like, bro, I lost a fucking joint. And I'm pretty sure he went looking around for it, and just, yeah, obviously he didn't find it because we had it, but that was just so fucking funny. But yeah, eventually we forget about it, forget we even have it, and don't hear about him for a while. Night goes on, people are starting to leave at this point because it's getting late. It's like probably like 12. Like, it's not even that late, but the party's kind of died down because not many people showed up, as I said before. But yeah, people are leaving, the music's dying down. At this point, the guy who's hosting the party, he has all these travelers over that are like working on, because he's like owns this like sort of like a farm, but for like, it's in like the forest. They like farm all these leaves and stuff. They all work there and they get free accommodation for working there. They all pull up and they're all like these 25 to 30-year-olds, like Irish guys. And it's kind of weird that there's like 7 of them. They all just start sitting around chatting to us, saying all this weird shit. And we're all like a bunch of like 16, 17, 18-year-olds. Like, it was just super, at least I found it weird. A few of these fuckheads, like the fucking party goers, were like chatting to them, and like they're all like mates with them, I guess. But I thought it was kind of weird. I think especially when they rocked up, people started to leave because it was just really weird. All these fucking old dudes, just not old dudes, but older dudes, just hanging around with a bunch of underage kids. But yeah, I mentioned before it was a bender, so there goes on. Everyone's got the day to recover, and then there's another party the night after, literally like 10 minutes away, not even, kind of just up the road, but again, it's in the middle of fucking nowhere. But yeah, another party. Fucking the chick who hosted it isn't, or wasn't, the most popular girl in school, but friend of a friend who I was really close with, a few friend of a friends, like I wasn't close with the girl who hosted, but I was close with her friends. So yeah, we all go, like a lot of my mates are there, a lot of my close friends are there. A lot of people come that are like local, a lot of the people from the other party came, but again, pretty dead party, not that many people rocked up. All the party goers came and were just a bit fucking disappointed that they've just been to 2 pretty dead parties in a row, except this one doesn't have a DJ like the one last night did. But yeah, nothing eventful really happens during the party. Fuck, I just turned the monitor off. Nothing eventful really happens during the party. It's more towards the end of the night when most of the people leave, and left over it's kind of just my close mates who are friends of the chick who hosted obviously, and like a few of her close mates, mainly all girls. Fucking this chick who's hosted, we'll call her Laylee. Laylee has these 2 close friends that she's known her whole life, but they're also kind of assholes. But basically, one of them, which we'll call the Grinch, because that's what she reminds me and all my mates of. And basically, we're all chilling. It's like this big shed with like a skate ramp in it and a couch. One of the World Cup games were on, so we all go in to go watch it. And we're all sitting on our couch, basically just like chilling and watching the game pretty much. And a fucking side note, my mate who was at the party the night before, who had the joint that we found on the floor, he was talking to one of Laylee's friends, and like you could tell bro was trying to riz, like it was getting to the point where it was annoying. Cause like we're trying to watch the game, he's just trying to spit riz to this girl. Like, she's a pretty good looking girl, but yeah, it was just annoying. And then like they're talking for ages. I don't remember how it fucking went down, but eventually she goes, "Wait, what? I thought you were gay," like something he says. And all like me and my mates just try not to crack up out loud, but we still like talk about it to this day, like him trying to spit riz. she's like, I thought you were gay, what the hell? You're not gay. Oh, it's just so funny. But yeah, going on from this chick, her and her friend, the Grinch, were just so weird at this party, like, just made the night so much weirder than, like, it already was. Like, these chicks were just so weird. Like, right at one point when we were sitting on the couch, they were like, one chick was like hitting a girl, like, one chick was hitting the other friend's chick, like, hitting her vape from her feet. Like, straight up just had the vape in between her toes and she was hitting it from her feet, bro. It was nasty. It was so weird. What else happened? I remember the two came up to me and my best mate while we were sitting, like, on top of the skate ramp. And I forgot what they were saying, like, we were talking and stuff. And then eventually she goes, like, oh, you guys gay at all? Like, were we dating? We're like, no, what the fuck? And she's like, oh, because there's nothing wrong with it. Like, like, we're gay. Like, we're together. And we're just like, oh, what, really? Oh, okay, good for you. And then they're like, no, yeah, we are. Like, we're together. Like, look. And then they just, like, started macking on, bro. Like, they weren't, like, making out, but they kissed for longer than you would think for it to be a joke. Like, it was weird. Like, good on them. But, like, found out later that they weren't together. They weren't gay. Because they, like, liked my best mate. One of them liked my best mate. But, yeah, they just kissed for weird amount of time. Just to prove whatever. Like, maybe it was to test to see if my mate was gay so she could, like, riz him up or something. I don't fucking know, bro. It's so weird. And then, yeah, same girls. I remember earlier, the chick who was hosting, she was like, she stopped drinking, so she gave me one of her cruisers. I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. Can't go wrong with a cruiser, man. Like, overhated as hell. They're so good. And so I'm sipping on it, I'm drinking it. And, the two girls and then the other girl, this other girl, are like taking shots of Jack Daniels. And they're sitting a bit away from me. And they're like, oh, can we just have a sip of your cruiser? Like, oh, we just want to use it as a chaser to get the taste out of my mouth. And I'm like, thinking, like, nah, bro. And like, even like my mate sitting next to me is like, nah, bro, I would not be doing that. And they're like, no, come on, please. Like, we'll just be a second. We'll just want a little sip. And I'm like, fine, just a little sip. Like, whatever. I'll just give it back. And yeah, of course, they go through it and they all just down it, like, together. Like, they're all just taking swigs. And then the last chick just finishes it off. And I'm just fucking pissed, bro. My fucking pineapple cruiser gone. I was fuming. So, later on, the chicks, they all went outside, because there's like a ping pong table out there where everyone's playing either ping pong or beer pong. I don't know what was going on at the time. Yeah, they left the bottle of Jack Daniels and there's probably like 2 shots left in there. Like, it's not much. But I see it there and I see it unguarded and I'm thinking, you know what? Fuck these chicks, bro. Just like Lil Yachty said, fuck them kids, bro. And I pick up the bottle of JD and I just down the rest of that shit, bro. Even it might have been like 3 shots. Like, it wasn't a lot, but it was still like the rest of their drinks. So yeah, down that shit, bro. Felt happy. Got back at him and I felt proud of myself. But then I completely forgot about it. And later they came back in. And the Grinch goes to like the chick who owns it, like her mate, like, someone drank all the JD, who did this? And they start like screaming like, who finished our JD, who drank it all, who drank it all? And like, no one's saying anything, no one really gave a shit what they were talking about. Yeah, just no one gave a shit. So the Grinch, she goes over to this kid who bring like a bottle of vodka and she just taxes it away from, like, he had it on a table in front of him. She just picks that shit up and runs with her friend. It's like, this kid hasn't done anything wrong. Why? Like, it's such an ass move. Like, what? He was a nice kid. And he's just like, what the fuck? So he goes, like, walking after him, and they're just, like, down in shots and shots. And he's like, you could have just asked for some if you wanted some. Like, it was just like, such, like, assholes. Like, I don't know, I'm like one to talk finishing their drinks, but they started it, bro. I was just getting back at him, and they just take this random kid's Smirnoff. Like, they didn't drink much of it, and he got it back, but still, like, what did this kid do? He didn't do anything wrong. Later on, the fucking Grinch. It's the fucking Grinch. She's trying to sleep in one of the beds. There's like a bed in the corner of the room, in the lounge room, and she's trying to sleep. After which we watched the game for a bit. She's trying to sleep, and she took the remote, and she just keeps fucking muting it and turning the TV off while everyone's trying to watch the game. And everyone is just getting pissed off because no one knew she had the remote, and we're like, why the fuck is the TV bugging? And like, she's changing the channel and stuff, and we can't do anything because everyone's getting up, like, looking for them, right? Like, where the fuck is this thing? What is going on with this TV? Fucking everyone's like pretty drunk. So I was like, oh, you're sitting on it. Like, no, I'm fucking not. You're fucking sitting on it probably. It's probably halfway over your ass, and all this fucking chaos, bro. But like, we were starting to kind of think that one of the girls, because they were both sleeping in this bed trying to sleep, did have the remote. Because like, where the fuck did it go? Basically, my mate reminds me from the night before, bro, we still got this joint, we should smoke this. And I'm like, fuck yeah. So basically, me, him, and another girl go out for a smoke, keeping it low key because it wasn't a very big joint. It had been squashed. But we go for a smoke, and it's this the girl's first time ever smoking, which was kind of weird but also funny. And we're all sitting out on this fucking, like, she has a pool. We're sitting out by the pool on the deck. And we're chiefing, bro. We're having a good time. We're all just chatting about stuff. And this shit must have been laced, bro. I was going pretty hard on this thing. I was taking deep hits, holding it in for like ages and just blowing fatty clouds, you know. As you do sometimes. You know, when it kind of just like snaps and you're like, fuck me, bro. I'm faded. Like, I am so high right now. I had one of those moments, and I kind of just tuned out whatever the fuck my mate and this chick were talking about. I'm sitting there for a bit just like, oh my god, bro, I'm so high. Like, I don't want to fucking green out or something, because I am already pretty drunk. And I've just smoked so much. I'm like, holy fuck. Oh my god, bro, I think I've overdone it. And, like, it's a bit embarrassing, because it was just one joint, but I swear it must have been laced. But I mean, I looked over, and my mate and this chick were fine. They were high. But I was just geeking, bro. And I'm like, I realize as I'm breathing, it's like I've gotten, like, my throat is just like burnt or something, and like I'm breathing, and it just feels like I'm breathing fire. So I'm like, okay, I need a fucking drink, bro. It feels like I'm actually breathing fire. Like I've just drank a bottle of molten lava or something. So I stand up and I have to manage to find my way from the pool to a front door to get into the house to get some water, which is already a mission because I'm so cooked out of my mind. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm like stumbling. I get to the gate, which every pool in Australia has a gate. I get to the gate. I'm trying to figure out how to fucking unlock it. And then this chick and my mate they noticed me. They noticed I was gone. They see me over there and like, bro, are you good? Do you need help? I'm like, oh, I think I got it. I finally get it open. So I'm like, pretty much stumbling over to the house in desperate need of water. I'm walking in the house, I'm like, oh, we left the door open. So I go to walk through the door, we did not leave that fucking door open, bro. It was just a glass door, and I walked face first straight into that shit, bro. It hurt so bad, and more importantly, it was so embarrassing. Thankfully, my mate and this chick didn't see it, and no one inside saw it because the lounge room's a bit away from the door. Thankfully, no one saw it, but I was still embarrassed. That added to the thing of being like, bro, how fucking high am I right now? And yeah, I walk in, like, it's just as soon as you walk in the door, it's the kitchen there. So I'm looking in the fridge for like a bottled water or something. I see a 2 liter jug of milk, and I'm thinking, this is the thought process in my brain. When you have something spicy, right, like something hot, you drink milk. Like, that is the best thing you can drink. And like, at this point, I'm getting desperate, and I'm breathing, and it's just getting hotter and hotter. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna die. Like, I'm going to burn alive, bro. My breath is so hot. So I fucking open up the milk, and I literally just started drinking it from the jug. I'm not even close with not that close with the chick that's hosting, and I'm just drinking from her fucking 2 liter fucking gallon of milk in the dark. And it did help a little bit. At the time it felt good, but it just came straight back, I realized. And then it, like, kind of hit me that, like, wait, I'm drinking fucking milk from the carton. So I put that away, and, like, I look behind me, just looking around while I'm, like, fucking drinking the milk. And, bro, like, I'm in the dark, but there's still a bit of light coming from the TV down the corridor. And I swear to God, I saw Bill, bro. Like, I saw the kids whose joint we taxed. It was like a few clothes on the chair, and it just straight up looked like this kid. And I jumped so hard. Thankfully, I didn't drop the milk. But it just made me jump so hard. It was actually like a jump scare. It just freaked me out. And like, I don't know how in my mind that I saw him, because it was literally just some clothes on a table. Like, I'm not even close with that kid. And I didn't even realize at the time, like, oh, it's probably because we took his joint or whatever. But yeah, and the weirdest thing was, like, I looked, and it jump scared me, so I looked away, and I looked back, and then I saw him again. Like, it jump scared me twice in the span of, like, 5 seconds. So fucking weird. But yeah, I ended up just searching through the cabinets, finding a glass, and just getting myself some tap water. Get my water, and I finally navigate back to the couch to watch fucking the World Cup, bro. And everyone's just like, ah, welcome back. Now I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, man, this sucks. This is so boring. Like, I was trying to talk to people, and it's just like, they weren't responding to me because everyone was just so locked into the game. That, and I was probably so high that I was probably talking super quiet. And I'm pretty sure people were even trying to talk to me, and I was just so high I didn't even know they were talking to me. But I end up getting up from the couch, finishing my water, and just going back out to the pool, because my mate and this chick are still sitting out there chatting. Like, okay, I'm gonna go hang with them, see how they're... Yeah, so I come back out, I see how they're doing. They're like, oh, welcome back. Like, barely even noticed I was gone. That was a funny thing, like, all this stuff happened and no one had any idea. Like, I literally just had an adventure by myself. Just fucking walking from the pool back to the house. So I'm like, get back to talking with them, and I'm a little bit calmer now. Like, I can actually get back into the conversation and talk, but I'm still geeking, like, really fucking hard. We noticed 2 people drive up the driveway and go into the house. And, like, me being geeked, I got kind of freaked out, like, oh, who the fuck is this? Because I didn't mention earlier, but, the chick is hosting, coming back to the two friends, the Grinch, and then there's also another chick I didn't mention before. We'll just call her Emily. I don't know, I just think that's a dumb name, because she was a dumbass. Emily was snapping this guy on Snapchat, right, while at the party. And she decided, let me give him, like, he obviously wanted to, like, hook up with her, right? This guy she's talking to, he obviously just wanted to hook up with her. And he asked for her address, and she gave it to him, but she gave him the address of the party we were at. And, like, she didn't think he was gonna pull up because, I guess, to be fair, he lived like 2 hours away. Like, it was literally a 2-hour drive. But yeah, before this all happened, this fucking random guy pulls up. We're all like, who the fuck is this? And yeah, it's just this random guy that this chick's been snapping. And she was about to get in the car with him and leave and go wherever the fuck, probably back to his place so he could murder her or something. And the Grinch, her friend, tried stopping her, being like, no, you're a fucking idiot if you get in this guy's car. Everyone's just standing, like, from afar, just watching this go down. The Grinch is like, no, like, I'm never gonna forgive you if you get in the car with this guy. Which is, like, W-mans to her, like, literally. Looking out for a friend who's about to get in the car with a random, because, like, I guess she was drunk, but still, like, so stupid. Barely knew who this guy was. And something crazy is that when he pulled up, he didn't have, his P's. He had his full license. So he had to at least been, like, 20, 21, maybe even older. And we're all, like, 17. And he's, like, at least 20 or something, which is just so weird. But, yeah, the Grinch eventually convinces her friend Emily not to get in the car and to tell this guy to just piss off. Even though he's just driven 2 hours at, like, it's probably like 1 AM at this time for a fucking 1 AM booty call, bro. It's, like, fucking crazy. But yeah, the Grinch tells him to fuck off. Her friend, like, walks away crying, but she doesn't get in the car with him, thank God. And he fucks off, thankfully. He drove 2 hours here and he had to drive 2 hours straight back. Thank God. But that was just a little side tension. This all happened before. Back to what I was saying with these two random people pulling up. These two randoms pull up, a guy and a girl. And we're kind of freaking out because just before this random guy's pulled up that Emily's called over, who the fuck is this now? But they go in the house, so we're like, oh, they must be the chick who's hosting. Laylee has a brother, and his brother has a girlfriend, so like, oh, it must be them. And yeah, it did turn out to be them. So we kind of forget about that. We're all still talking out there, just the three of us. And then Laylee, the chick who's hosting, she comes out and she's like, okay, we're all trying to sleep. My brother's trying to sleep, his girlfriend's trying to sleep. You guys need to shut up. And apparently we were being super fucking loud, which we had no idea. And to this day, I swear we weren't being that loud. Like, obviously we were all super cooked, but I swear we weren't being that loud. But yeah, she's like, you guys need to shut up. Because everyone's trying to sleep. And her brother is getting super mad. Which kind of freaked me out, at least, because her brother's, like, way older. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna come out and get bashed or something. I'm fucking too high for this shit, man. But, the chick we were smoking with, she's like, oh, we can just go to my car, which is down the driveway. So that's what we do. We go down to her car, down the driveway. So we can chat there, close the doors, and it'll be quiet. So that's what we do. The chick who's hosting couldn't give less of a shit. She just wants to go to sleep. And this seems to be the solution. So yeah, we keep talking. And then we're chilling in the car, and it's obviously pitch black outside because it's like 2, 3 AM or something. And like we see this light coming towards us, like someone's got a flashlight on their phone walking towards us. And the way it's angled, obviously we can't see who's coming, and we're like, oh my god, who the fuck is this? Is this Laylee's brother? But no, it turns out to be my best mate. We'll call him Neil. Best mate Neil. He's come out because he can't sleep and he's bored. Yeah, he comes and chills in the car with us, and he's just talking about how fucking mad Laylee's brother was at us, and that he was so mad, and like we were being so loud, which we literally didn't think of. He gave us a full rundown of what happened inside while we were outside. But yeah, he's just chilling with us while everyone's asleep. And then all through the night, bro, there's just lights coming, like people with flashes on, and every time we're like, oh my god, this is Laylee's brother coming to fucking yell at us or rage at us. Every time. It was so scary, because too, I was just so high, and I was having such a bad high where I was just so scared of everything. Yeah, so at least for me, every time I was like, oh my god, it's fucking Laylee's brother coming to yell at us or fucking bash us or something, tell us to get lost. Every time, it's literally someone new every time. Like one time it'd be the chick who's hosting checking if we're alright. Another time it would be the Grinch coming to check on the chick we smoked with, who were in her car, checking on her because they were concerned that she was the only girl and there were 3 guys in the car for whatever reason. Yeah, and then like another time it was like one of my other mates and his girlfriend being like, what the fuck are you guys doing, bro? It's like 3-4 a.m. at this point. But this is literally happening all night. It's just where lights come towards us and we're like, oh my god, this time it's fucking Laylee's brother. And of course everyone's saying that, like fucking being like, oh my god. And it starts to become obvious that I'm shitting bricks every time someone says something or like something happens. Everyone picks up on it, they're like how fucking terrified I am, like how hard I'm geeking right now. So at this point, everyone's starting to fuck with me, just trying to scare me. But like a light would come, like someone would be coming over the light, someone coming to check on us, and someone in the car would be like, oh my god, I can see that's Laylee's brother, he's gonna come bash us or something. And I would be shitting bricks. Like I half knew that like they were kind of joking at times, but like I was so hard. I was like, oh my god, I'm fucking shitting bricks. And yeah, this is literally happening the whole night. Like I could not tell you what we were talking about. I can't remember. That's the only things I can remember is people coming up to the car and being like, what's going on? And me just shitting bricks the whole night. I end up getting to the point where it's like 5 a.m. towards 6 a.m. Like it's starting to get a bit light, but it's still dark outside. And I get to the point where I just pass out. Like I pretty much fall asleep. Which, like, thank god, I haven't slept all night. I've just passed out in this chick's car while everyone's talking. And while I'm asleep, they all had the great idea for this chick to turn the car on and just start driving around while I'm asleep to freak me out. While this chick's high, she's fucking just been smoking and she's been drinking all night. They thought it was a good idea for her to turn the car on and just start driving around while she's like fucked up. Like then this is her first time smoking. Like she was probably so high. Like obviously not as high as I was, but she was probably cooked as. But yeah, they decide this is the great idea. They turn the car on, start driving around. I wake up instantly and I am shitting bricks. I was so scared. And obviously I see this chick driving and it's still night. I'm like, oh my god, she's so like high and drunk. Like, oh my god, we're gonna fucking die. Like I genuinely thought we were gonna die. Just because I was so high. Just geeking so hard. And I think, yep, this is the end. We're dead. And like, everyone's just watching me freak out. And they all just start cracking up because I literally shit myself fucking was so scared. And like, obviously it didn't stop there. Like, they all just keep fucking with me, saying like, oh, there's like little gremlins outside and stuff. Like, we'd hear noises and be like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? It's gonna be little gremlins or something. Shit bricks every time. And I eventually get sick of it. I'm like, this is enough, bro. I'm so tired. I walk inside and I just pass out, bro. Like, literally as soon as I lay down, I think I slept on the couch. Like, I literally just lay down on the couch and fell asleep straight away. Fucking just KO, bro. Instantly. I wake up in the morning, good as gold. Literally no one's there. I walk around and everyone's still chilling in the car. They've all moved out to back to the balcony near the pool. But yeah, they're all chilling there. They never went to sleep. They just stayed up the whole night chatting about shit. But yeah, if I could give a moral of the story, I would say don't smoke shit you find on the ground, which is actually quite obvious. Like, I would think that's common sense, but some little fiends, man. Like, I was a fiend, me and bro were a fiend, and we did it anyway. I'm just thinking, we never told that chick we found that joint on the floor, which we definitely should have, but I mean, we're all still alive, so that's the main thing.